Hi, Wade! So I saw this interesting YouTube strategy the other day. Basically, it's about making explainer-style videos. You know, those videos where someone breaks down a topic in a really simple way. Apparently, those things still get crazy views. One had around 2 million. With an RPM of about $4, that could be something like 8K from one video. One video. The process is actually pretty simple too. ChatGPT to generate video ideas and write the script. Pictures and videos from stock sites or YouTube, audio from ElevenLabs, a simple thumbnail from Canva, and just edit. Nothing super fancy. Let's hear her out.
You've probably seen videos on YouTube where different topics are explained in a simple, easy to follow way. These are called explainer style videos, and a lot of creators using this format are getting huge numbers of views. Plane and Paint, Food Discover, Data Illusion. One example video in this space has crossed over 2 million views, and assuming an average RPM of about $4, that could mean roughly $8,000 in revenue.
And enough champagne to fill the Nile.
That alone shows how powerful this format can be. Now you might be thinking that this style is old or just doesn't work anymore, but the numbers say otherwise. There are channels with only a few uploads gaining thousands of subscribers, and each video keeps pulling in hundreds of thousands of views. What's even crazier is that some of these videos keep getting views months or even years later. That's one big reason people love making explainer videos. They can keep working for you long after you upload them. Once a topic clicks with viewers, it can keep bringing traffic to your channel. And honestly, making these videos is a lot easier than most people think. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create them, even if you're just starting out. Some channels explain complicated tech topics in a simple way and have grown fast with only a handful of videos. Others talk about esports, animals, business stories, or even specific fictional universes. They all follow the same basic idea. Take something people are curious about and explain it clearly. When you actually pause and look at the view counts on their videos, it's pretty surprising how high they are, especially when some of these channels haven't uploaded that much. Sometimes one really good explainer video can outperform dozens of average videos. That's why clarity and a good topic matter so much. So, you've seen the potential of explainer style content. The real question is how to find the right niche for your own channel. Check in the video description for a link to all the prompts you need. All you have to do is copy the idea generation prompt from the document and paste it into ChatGPT. Once you send it, you'll get a list of video ideas across different niches. From there, you can choose any niche you like and start building your channel around it. And if the ideas don't feel right, just ask for more and it will generate new ones. This makes it really easy to test different ideas without overthinking it. For example, if you like the idea of every Super Bowl halftime show explained, you could start a celebrity niche channel and expand into topics like celebrity net worth. Or if you prefer something like every Doritos flavor explained, you could move into the fast food niche and raking in big bucks from sponsorship deals. The main point is that this format works in almost any niche as long as people are curious about the topic. Once you start thinking this way, you'll begin noticing video ideas everywhere. For this example, I found the Every X-Men Member Explained topic really interesting. It has strong potential, especially now with MCU enthusiasts gearing up for Doomsday later this year. The views in this niche is just bonkers. A quick search like this can save you a lot of guesswork before starting a video. Once you have your idea, the next step is turning it into a script. Go back to the document, copy the script generation prompt, and paste it into ChatGPT. Then type or paste your video idea into the prompt and press enter. You'll get a full explainer-style script ready to go. If you want a longer video, you can ask it to expand the script or you can just use it as it is. After that, the next step is gathering visuals that match each part of the script. Read each line and search for images or video clips that fit what's being talked about. For example, if the script mentions a character's name like Cyclops, search for photos or clips of him and download them. You can even use YouTube for clips or use free stock websites to find visuals that match your content. Taking a bit of extra time here can make your video look much better in the end. People might not always notice perfect visuals, but they definitely notice when something feels off. Now let's move on to the voiceover. For voice generation, you can use tools like ElevenLabs, NoteGPT, or Google AI Studio. Pick a voice that sounds natural and fits a storytelling style. I recommend choosing something a little unique so your channel doesn't sound exactly like everyone else using the same tools. Over time, your voice style can actually become part of your channel's identity. Before editing, we also need to create the thumbnail because in this type of video, the thumbnail is often used in the intro as well. Open up canva.com and launch a new project in the landscape 16:9 frame. Open up the menu panel on the left-hand side, select Elements, then Frames, and pick the circular frame. Edit it to size and place it at the top left corner of the canvas. Next, proceed to duplicate this frame multiple times to the count of items in your video's list. Adjust the total position of the frames by highlight all and centering therm on the canvas. Next, go over to the text tool on the left panel and add a text box or select a text style. You can always modify the font and color of the text from these drop-down buttons just above. Select the text box and edit to say the name of the first item in your list. In my case, Professor X. Replicate this across all items under each circular frame. After that's done, you can once again adjust the total positions of the elements on your canvas to the center. Go over to Google to source a picture for each item in your video. Download the image of your choice, or click, hold, and drag it over to Canva, then place the image into its corresponding frame. Repeat for each item until you have a complete thumbnail ready. Now we're ready to edit the video. I'm using Filmora, but you can use CapCut, Premiere Pro, or any editing software you're comfortable with because the process is mostly the same. Start by importing all images and clips you need for your video into the project. That's the thumbnail, text-to-speech audio, background music, and supporting picture or video file for each item in your list. Simply click and drag them onto the timeline one at a time. Next, we are going to use what is called a keyframe to animate the motion of the media content. We want to extend the thumbnail image duration a bit and set the first keyframe. The second one is placed at a further position on the image and zoomed in so that we can navigate around each item on the thumbnail in our video. Use the Move tool to adjust the position of the image into frame to center the zoomed in first item in our list, Professor X. Next, drag in the supporting video or pictures for that item onto the timeline. Keep project settings to preserve the 16:9 YouTube frame. Click on the video and then the crop icon to edit. Select a custom ratio and trim out unnecessary parts of the frame, then scale it down to size and give room for the text we would be adding shortly. You can maintain the default black background or add a white one for better visual appeal. Next, add your text by clicking on titles at the top. You can select from any of the varieties available, but I'm going with default. Adjust the font, color, and position of the text and start editing with the text generated from ChatGPT. Continue to do this for each line until you're done with the first item. Finally, revisit your thumbnail and repeat the same keyframing technique to move the centered item to the next one. Repeat this process for each item until you have your complete video. And that's basically the whole process of creating explainer-style videos from start to finish.